Hello, my peepers. I started telling you everything and I never hit record. Yep, that's my life. Anyways, I'm going to show you all the whips that I stitched on in July in no particular order. Then I'm going to show you what I'm currently working on. Then I will tell you all the stitch-alongs from August through December. And then I will show you what I'm going to stitch on in August. So, let's get started. I do have a few new floss tubers I'm following. I did not take notes. I did not write them down. I met them the past 2 Mondays in a Zoom that I go to on Monday nights. And no, I don't give out information of the Zooms I go in because I just don't. So, I have personal reasons why. Yeah, so let's get started. Like I said, in no particular order is any of this. This is Halloween Hannah. It's a Haid by Sheena Pike. And there's no background, so I don't have to do any of the background. It's just Halloween Hannah design. I started this, and I didn't get a lot of stitches in, but it is started, because this year is Start 'em All. I did do it on 25 count, gridded Lugana. So that's what I have done. It's the little, it looks like, it's the stem of this apple here. You can't hardly see it. Actually, it's right there. That's what I stitched on. So that's all that got started. Yep, that's it. But it's a start, because that's all that counts this year. And I'm not even calling anything a stitch-along anymore. For me, it's a start-along. Everything is a start-along. And I forget who says that a lot. Is it Shannon Christine that calls everything a start-along? Someone says that. It's one of the designers who calls them a start-along. It might be her. So there is that. And I don't know when I will get back to this. Another start. This is from Pain Free Crafts. They do have a there is a Facebook group. It's called 4 Fabulous Designers or something like that. And there's 4 designers. Pain Free is one. But if you belong to the Facebook group, then you get a lot of free patterns. I don't think this one was free. I believe I paid for this one. This is called Chromatic Dragon. The designer is Gudrun Hall. Look at that. Isn't it freaking gorgeous? Oh my God. So yeah, I started up here in the black. It was black or 939? I can't remember. I think it's black. Look at that. Oh, I cannot wait. I do not know when I will get back onto this. This also is on 25 count gridded Lugana, 1/1. So is the other one on Pain Free Crafts, or the Haid Halloween Hannah. That is also 1/1. So, yeah. Don't know when I will get back to that. So that also goes in the full coverage bin. Another start. This is a Haid. It's an ornament. It is artwork by Donna Gelsinger. Ornament, the Enchanted Christmas Snowman. Isn't that cute? So some of us in Zoom are doing this one. And I believe that's the top. Yeah. So I started on the side because there's nothing up here. So that's all I've gotten started. 25 count. 1/1. And as you can see, this is a smaller one. Yeah. Again, don't know when I will get back to this. I started the Fantasia Stitch-Along. So I have the frame. And I forget, we got the first one today. So, I don't know. I need to see. Yeah. So I think it started today. We've had the frame, and I think today I don't know why I didn't print up the schedule, but I'm gonna have to find the schedule. But I know I got one today, even though I don't see one that says August 1st. Huh. I don't know, but yeah, that's by Story Stitches. It is a freebie, I believe. Was Fantasia a freebie? I think so. So, is that it? Is that it? That's what I have done. Yep. It started. It is started. Again, like I said, I think it's a freebie. I think all of Story Stitches are freebies. So I have to figure out what bin this goes in. I think that one. My other. I started this. This was a Stitch-Along in July. In the Zoom, Forever in Peace by Sweet Wing Studio. And this is, I know this is Grace Notes Fabrics, Swiss Mocha. So that's what I have done, Forever in Peace. Yes, the piece is bigger. Forever in Peace. And again, don't know when I'll get back to that either. Nothing, I don't know. Don't know. I stopped doing Whip Go also, and I'll explain that. Okay, I started a few things in my Halloween issues. So this one is issue 2020. I started... Okay, where is that? Cat Lantern, page 78. Page 78. I started Cat O'Lantern. And let's see if I can find that. I have a lot of things started in here. I believe that's it. Yep. Cat O'Lantern. So I got a little bit of this started up here. I believe that's Cat O'Lantern. Is it Cat O'Lantern? Yep. Let's have that. And we have Little Miss Witchy. And I got quite a bit done on her. I stitched all day that day. So yeah, the hat's done. Just not the back stitching on the hat, but the hat itself is cross-stitched. What else do I have in here? Trick or treat. Trick or treat. And is it, what's on this? Yeah, you really can't see much of this because it's her face. So it's white and beige, cream. I'm trying to get it to show up, but the lights, yeah, there we go. Can you see? That's all I've gotten done is there, and then there's some white here. So not a lot. I'm using an light, and it throws off a ton of light. I think it's gotten to the point where I should just not have the camera on me and just have it pointed down. Okay, so that's Trick or Treat. And then I'm Spooky Selfies. Spooky Selfies. They're stuck. Okay, so there's 4 little spooky selfies. I'm not counting each one as a new start. It's just the whole set. And I got the one started. Number 1 is started. So that's how much I have done. These are pretty quick. I mean, if I sat down for the whole day, I could finish one in a day because these are quick. That's from that magazine. Halloween. Okay. And Halloween Quaker was, I spun my wheel and I stitched on this for 5 days last week. So Halloween Quaker is by Lila's Studio. And I started in the center. So yeah, and yes, I do have enough because I did count down. I have plenty of room. But yeah, that's how much is done of it. So page 1 is done. I just have to do a little bit of back stitching on this. Well, it's not page 1, but one of the pages is done. I think it's page 2. So yeah, love it. I forget what this fabric is, but it's so pretty. And it's 14 count. I think it's 14. Because they couldn't get the color I wanted in 28 count. So there was no fractional stitches, so I said I'll just do it on this. So this is a Halloween piece. And this is a stitch-along in Zoom and a few other people. It is City Stitches Stitch-along, something like that. I don't have it in front of me. And I'm doing Rochester, New York. These are on Etsy by Awesome Pattern Studio. Go check it out. They have all kinds of cities from United States and other countries. So I'm doing Rochester because Rochester is not that far away from me, and I do most stuff in Rochester. I'm right between Rochester and Buffalo. And I don't really do much in Buffalo. Everything is in Rochester. So that's why I chose. But that's all I got done. I mean, that's pretty good. And this is a 28 count white even weave. I'm running out of those clear plastic zipper bags from Amazon. I think I'm ordering some on Friday. Okay, this goes in the other. Where is the other? That's the other. My lawn dog. My lawn dog will get worked on. This year it's on the Wheel app. I will work on it 2 hours on the Sundays of my cross-stitch weekend Zooms. Next year, I will work on it all day the Sunday of my cross-stitch Zooms. That's my goal for my lawn dog. But, yeah. So, I did all of this here. The bird. Did that. I love stitching on this. And this is 28 count gingerbread. I think it's Lagana by Picture This Plus. I want more of this. I love the color of this fabric. And I love Picture This Plus. So, and it's the color is gingerbread. I think it's Lugana. Let me look. Yeah, it's Lugana. So, yeah. That goes in here because I stitch on it every month. I've switched things up, so. This is Quick Stitch Curly Tailed Rosie. It's in a Zoom. We stitch on her every other Saturday at night after dinner. That's what she will look like, by Annie Rodrigue. It's a Heaven and Earth design. And I've got quite a bit done on her. In 25 count Lugana. That's my needle minder. It's Marie from the Aristocats. That's how much I have done. 1/1. There is some Krynic one in here in her forehead. But otherwise it's DMC. Isn't she adorable? I did all of this the last Saturday. This was not this past Saturday, but 2 Saturdays ago. And this Saturday she gets pulled out. Yep. I don't have to put her in there. So she also goes in that pile. Okay, another start that some of us did. It's a start-along. I'm not saying stitch-along. They're saying stitch-along. It's a start-along. It's by Doreen Jones. It's Patterned Cats 1. And I'm doing this on Ada because I already had the Ada cloth for it. And that's how much I got done. So I took a Fixion pen, and I don't know if you can see it. You really can't. But I made some red lines. Okay, this works better. Yes. You can see the red lines that I made. So instead of buying gridded fabric, you can grid your own. So that's how much I have started. Patterned Cats. So love the colors. I mean, look at that. Look at the colors. Aren't they gorgeous? Yes. So I don't know when she'll get pulled out again. Faces of Fairy 66 by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. She was one of my WIP Go pieces last month. So that's what she looks like. It's a Haid. I started this one years ago. So now I'm just trying to get her done. So I did all of this. Finally got the other eye. So, yep. Like I said, I don't know when she'll get pulled out again. I started her years ago. She goes in my full coverage box. Okay, another one that I work on is Haid Chessie. I try to stitch on this one on the Fridays of my cross stitch weekends. That's Chessie Haid, Ash Evans. So, yeah. So I ended up doing what I finished, and I did this here. Yeah, this here. I did. So it'll get pulled out again, whatever that weekend is of August, that Friday. Another one that's a start-along in Zoom is Turtle Quaker by Owl Forest Embroidery. I love stitching this. It's so much fun. So you're using the same color. Not on all the turtles, but like once you start on this turtle, you're using the same color. You're using the same color on this one. This called for some, I forget whatever their colors are for Owl Forest, they're over dyed floss. I don't have it, and I could have used probably DMC or any other brand of over dyed greens and done my own colors, but I'm using plain DMC. I started in the center. This is on 28 count Monica 2/2. And again, I don't know when I will work on her again. It, her, him, whatever. So yeah, it's a lot of fun to stitch on. And that goes in the other, in the bin that says others. Another start along in Zoom is On the Beach by Stitchrovia. And I started in the center, so I started on this girl that's laying on the beach towel. And this is 28 count even weave. It's by Fortnite Fabrics. So that's what I have done. I think that, yeah. So not a lot. Because it is still the year of Start Everything and 105 new starts. So I started a new project every single Saturday and every single Sunday this year. And I also started one extra one that wasn't on a Saturday or Sunday. And I'm going to start adding in more. Because after talking to Deanne, we have a lot of stuff kitted up. We might as well start them all. So starting this month, I may be starting more on Saturdays and Sundays. Another one that I started is a Haid Quick Stitch Brown Tailed Sunshine by Annie Rodrigue. I like the colors in this. I like Annie Rodrigue's hats. So 25 count white Lugana. Well, it says white gray. It's white with the gray lines. And 1/1 full cross. That's what I have done. So it was a little bit of confetti, but not too bad. Another Halloween issue. Now some of them I did start. This I threw out my July paper. There it is. Maybe that's how I can tell when I started them. Okay, this is July. Oh, I don't have these written down. Okay, so I'm not sure the dates I started these, so I'm just going to show you the ones that I started out of this. 2021, just cross stitch Halloween. Because some of these I might have started in June, but we're going to show you. So I have a Possum Halloween, and this is on 28 count Lugana. The color is called Sprite, and it's by Picture This Plus. So I got the cat done. Love it. Love it. Like I said, some of these I might have started in June. I don't remember. Okay, then we have what's called Angry Cat. So that's the picture, Angry Cat. I don't know why it's called angry. He looks more like he's soaking wet or scared more than angry. I'm doing this on a piece of 32 count Belfast linen by Silk Weaver. So I have that much done of the cat. The needle is stuck there. But that's how much of the cat's done. Yeah, all black. Should have turned on the air conditioner. Hold on, I got to turn on the air. Okay, I got the air on. What else do I have in here that started? Did I start these? I don't think so. No. Okay, so some of these are not started. And I need to get them started this year. So that one's not started. That one's not, yeah. So I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more projects in here to get started. So I'm going to be starting to do that, I think, on my cross-stitch weekends. I'm going to start like 2 on Saturdays and Sundays because I still have a lot in here. So I'm going to leave this out. So I have more to start. And also on my WIP Go for July was the Stocking Treasure Dragon by Haid. And the artwork's by Miles Pinckney. This is for my oldest son because I don't have it I didn't make a stocking for him yet. I have one for me and I have one for Scott and Dylan. So that's how much is done. I did a lot this year already. It's like twice it's been picked on WIPGO, so I've gotten a lot done. So yeah, and that is 25 count even weave. It's not gridded because I started this way before gridded fabric was made. So I'm just gridding it myself. And 1/1 full cross. Another one that's a start-along is the Stitch Witch by Tiny Modernist. I love this. Love this. There's another designer that has a witch out like this. I want that pattern too. The Stitch Witch. Tiny Modernist. I'm doing mine, I believe it's on 28 count Monaco. Yeah, I can tell by the feel of it. 2/2. That's what I have done on it so far. So I don't know when I will get back to this. And that goes in the other. Okay, so that is everything that I worked on in July. Yesterday, for 5 days this week, I used the Wheel app because I'm not doing WIPGO anymore. I think I'm going to like this better. So we have Heaven and Earth Designs Magic Book. The chart design is by Michelle Sayeda, who is the owner of Hade. So I have that. I'm still on all the black. So instead of just keep going down in a column, I'm going all the way across. Back, across, back. For all the black. Yeah. Lots of black, lots of black. So I did do a whole bunch. Oh, wrong side. I did do like a page of the black, but now I'm going all the way across. It's a big piece, but that's how I'm working on it now. So when I get to I'm going across, I'll remove the Q-snap, move it over, and finish going across, then go back. So that's how I'm doing that. I don't really have to do any counting. I just have to pay attention to the row that I'm on, that it's all black, which so far that is all that's been. So there is that. Now, for the stitch-alongs or start-alongs, whatever you want to call them, in August, on the 14th, we're starting Rainbow Mandala by Shannon Christine, and I'll show that to you in a minute. August 23rd is 2 starts. Anything I'm telling you, I may not be starting on those dates. I'm starting them another time. Just because I start mine on Saturdays and Sundays. So, Oh Christmas Tree by Carolyn Manning. That is for Danielle's birthday. Oh Christmas Tea by Erin Elizabeth Designs is with Amanda for her birthday. Shooting Star is wait a minute, hold on. August 27th is Starry Gnome by Creative House, and that's for Deborah's birthday. August 29th is Shooting Star by Carolyn Manning, and that's for Christy's birthday. September 3rd is Be Kind with September 3rd is Any Crafts with Yorkshire Crafter. the pattern has to have the words "be kind" in the project. Doesn't have to be cross stitch. Can be anything. Can be coloring. It says "be kind." Can be diamond painting as long as it has the words "be kind." September 9th is Summer Band Sampler by Tiny Modernist. September 16th is The Winter Queen by Shannon Christine. September 23rd is Hey, the Mini Ariadne. October 14th is Mill Hill Into the Woods. October 21st is Pumpkin Color Autumn by Owl Forest Embroidery. November 18th is Fairy Garden by Shannon Christine. November 19th is Hey Friend by Teresa Kogut. December 2nd is Christmas Cups by Le Petit. And December 3rd is Quick Stitch Lavender Roses by Hade. December 15th is Festive Birds by Owl Forest Embroidery. And on December 31st, all day from the time you get up till you go to bed, I am calling it the Method to My Madness. And you are going to have a new start every hour. So to make this simpler, this was Deanne's idea and I loved it and I said yes. So what you're going to do in December is to pull out like 10 projects. Say you're up for 10 hours because you know it's New Year's Eve. And you can count 1 a.m. If you're staying up till midnight and you're going to be up till 2 a.m., you can count 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. as a new start for Method to My Madness. So from the time you get up till you go to bed, every hour on the hour, you start a new project. So to make this easy, because an hour is not long when you have to go grab it and find where to start it. Get your fabric ready. Have it ready. Start it anytime during December. Just start. If you're starting on the top corner left, you can have that first color started. Put in like 5 stitches. If you start in the center, find the center of the fabric, start it, put in 5 stitches. That's all you need to do. Put in 5 stitches. You'll know where you are. So when you pull it out, you can see where you already started and where it is. So you don't have to do all that counting when you pull it out for that hour. It's all ready. So pick 10 projects. Do that. If they're Hades, I probably wouldn't because you're going to start at that top left corner anyways. Just to mark the fabric, you know, your 3-inch border or 2-inch border, just to mark it so you know where you're starting. I'm doing a lot of Carolyn Manning's on perforated paper, so I'm starting on that top left. And I don't even have to count in 3 inches. I'm just going over 1 row on the perforated paper, just that 1 little row. And I may put in maybe a couple stitches, but I don't need to. That's your preference if you want to do that. So that's how we are doing that one. Now for August, what I am doing, and I think maybe some others are doing it with me, I have finishes on August 5th. I'm starting this Finishing Touch by Janet Stever by Pain Free. This was a freebie on that Facebook group that I told you about. I do have the fabric for it. So yeah, this will be a new start on Saturday. On Sunday, I will be starting Fab 50. So that's the Fab 50 by, what is it, Abby Sue Designs, I believe. Abby Sue Designs. So it's Fab 50. I'm just going to, I think what I'm going to do is start here on the corner and do like the up above these 3 squares and down, and then I can always start that square because we already have all the patterns for this, so I'm able to do that. I'm going to put that here. On August 12th, I will be starting the new Stitch-A-Lon. It's Mugshot Villains Stitch-A-Lon by Abby Sue Designs. And I have the frame, right? No. Did we get the frame? If we did, I didn't print out the frame, so I have to print out the frame, and then we get the first release is October 23rd. So the schedule is Wednesdays, I guess. Anyways, we got October 23rd, October 30th, November 6th, November 13th, November 20th, November 27th. So our last one is January 31st. But yeah, I didn't print up the frame, so I need to do that. And the fabric for this is on its way. So the 13th, I am starting the Rainbow Mandala. That is the Stitch-A-Lon. When are they starting? They're starting the 14th. I'm starting the 13th. And that's Rainbow Mandala. I am doing it on black. Okay, and Starry Gnome is starting the 27th, but I already have something starting then. So on the 20th, I am starting Starry Gnome. And that's by Creative House Pattern. I am doing this on perforated paper. So, yeah. I'm going to do mine on perforated paper. And then the 23rd is Oh Christmas Tree and Oh Christmas Tea. I am starting Oh Christmas Tree on the 26th. And I'm doing mine on dusk. It's on, what is it? 28 count dusk Lugano. So there's the pattern, and I'm doing it on dusk. So that'll be pretty. And then Oh Christmas Tea by Erin Elizabeth, I am starting on the 27th. So there's only one day, one Saturday this month I don't have something written down. So I'll be starting one of those Christmas ones. So here's Oh Christmas Tea. It's showing it on black. I am doing mine on 28 count black. So yeah, that's all of my starts for August. As far as my wheel app, I need to take this in the other room. So for the rest of the year, I have like my Stitch-A-Lons or Start-A-Lons. So yeah, I have down here. So on my wheel for this year, it has Halloween Quaker because that was a Stitch-A-Lon. It has Nora Corbett Minerva because that was a Stitch-A-Lon. Ocean Pearl Stitch-A-Lon. Halloween Forest. The Pumpkin Patch. Haunted Library, The Stitch Witch, Magic Book, which got picked this week, Kitty Heaven by Hade Snowy, Hade Fred and Albert, Jolly Christmas, Hade Rosie, Boo Crew. Oh, I need to take that out because I finished that. Okay, Boo Crew is out. Hade Rapunzel, White Santa by Luca S., Stitchy Shed, Hade Magic Study, Shannon Christine. So any Shannon Christine that was a stitch-along for this year, I will stitch on. If it wasn't a stitch-along, because that one now I'll have a stitch-along, right? Yeah. If it wasn't a stitch-along, then I picked the first thing that I ever started by them. Carolyn Mannon's Valentine's Glass, The Hade Stocking, Turtle Quaker, Haunted Halloween, and Forever in Peace. Do I need to add more? I will probably have to add more. Yeah, I'm going to have to add 3 cats, Doreen Jones, that's it, because the other ones were not stitch-alongs. So that's how I'm going to use it for this year. Next year, my wheel is different. I hate when they put ads on. Next year, my wheel is different. And I already have it set up. I'm waiting for this commercial to end so I can tell you how it's set up. Because people always ask me, how do you have your wheels set up? So that's for this year. That's how to work out this year because I have a lot of start-alongs. So next year, my app is a lot simpler. So it says just cross-stitch Halloween. So I have a notebook and it has 1 page of all the just cross-stitch Halloween starts. So I go at the very top, the first one I ever started, and that's the one I work on for 5 days. And if it's not finished, I work on it again for 5 days the next time that wheel is spun, and it lands on that. If I finish that within like 2 days or 3 days, then I go down to the next one until that 5 days is done. Do you understand? So say the 1st or the 5th, I finish the one on the top, the 1st and the 2nd, then the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, I go down to the 2nd one. Nora Corbett, same way. Mirabilia, the same way. So all of these I'm doing it the same way. Now my large ones, these are going to be a little bit different. My Hade SK, which are story keeps, I have 2 or 3 of them. What I'm going to do with those is I'll work on them for 5 days like I do in the others. The same with the quick stitch and the mini. I think that's how I'm doing it. With the bigger ones, I am going to have them all written down, which they already are, but now I'm going to transfer them to something else. I'm going to have columns. And so when it lands on Hade Big, I work on the very first one for 5 days. When it lands again, when the wheel lands again on Hade Big, then I go down to the second one. This way they're all going to get worked on at some time, and it won't just be the one on the top, because I'll never get any of these near being done. I have another one called Other Miscellaneous, which was a lot of them that I don't have, like, by certain designers. I have stitch-alongs, so any like the Fab 50, Nightmare Before Christmas, Part of Your World, all of those that are started that were stitch-alongs, they are on a stitch-along page. Small kits, I still have a lot to start. I want to get those started this year too. Shannon Christine, she has her own slice on the wheel. Tiny Modernist, Carolyn Manning, La Petites, Luca S. 4 fabulous designers, because I have Pain-Free Crafts and then there's 3 other designers. So I have them all on one sheet, and I'm going to do those the same way that I'm doing the Haid Big, where I work on one at a time. Owl Forest, and then BAPs. So BAPs are anything that's not a, it's called Big Ass Project, anything that's not a Haid. So like, my Teresa Wentzler's, my Sue Hillis, I Shall Wear Purple, my Rocky Mountain Christmas, all of those are on there. But I'm only working on it until it's done. So you get 5 days. So instead of doing it like a Haid where I did it like the next time it lands on that wheel, I go to the second one, I'm not doing that. Rocky Mountain Christmas is almost done. Well, it's 3/4 done. So I'm working on that for 5 days. When the wheel lands again on BAPs, I work it on again for 5 days until it's done. So, and that's all my wheel is. So, and that's what I plan on doing for like the next 3 to 5 years. I don't want to start anything new. That's why I'm saying anything that's already kitted up in this house will be started, or hopefully will be started by because like small kits, I can do those in a day or two. So I need to get those all started also. So I have to figure out when I might start doing those like on Sundays and just starting a few stitches. So, you know, I'm going to keep busy. I'm keeping busy. I still have some more fabric to buy. I have fabric up until I need 1, 2, I need 5 pieces for October, but Brian gave me a great big piece of 25 count gridded Lugana, and I can get 2 of these smaller ones on the one sheet, so I don't need 2 for that. November, I will start buying, I'm trying to buy a small piece of you know, the cheaper pieces of fabric once a week till I have them all, because next year, the next few years, I won't need to buy fabric. I mean, I might need to buy specialty flosses or beads, but I'm not going to have to buy fabric. I can buy patterns, but I can't start them. The only thing that I will start is, what is her name? The Stitchy Witcher. I'm always forgetting her name. She's the one that did Cryptids and Supernatural. When she does another stitch along, I will sign up for that and start it, because I love her. Other than that, no. Nope. Heidi doesn't think I can make it. Danielle knows I can. So that is it. Oh, there's this. This is the Mill Hill Into the Woods. That is for October. So, yeah. That's it for today, my peepers. How busy are you guys? Because I know I'm keeping a lot of you busy with these 105 new starts. And if you're not doing the 105 new starts, you're just starting them all, yay for you. I am. I got way more to start. I have a lot. I have a lot sitting here. I have a footstool in the other room where I stitch that's full, and I forgot about them. There's the fabric's already with everything. I got to start those too. So the next few months are going to be very, very busy, probably starting 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sundays. I'm thinking one will be an ornament from the ornament kits, because I have a lot of them. I forget how many I have, but I have a lot. So that is it. That is it for today. I hope that you guys all have a great month with your stitching. See you guys later. Love you guys. Bye-bye.